and the wind begins to moan. Memory all alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was.
The voice there, no, it's not Edith Piafcliff. It's Melanie Kanagaratnam. Yes, got it right?
Yes.
Kanagaratnam. A lovely name.
Wow.
It's called Memory, and she's 17. It's from her debut album, Melodies of Melanie to Jamaica with Love. And she's doing this for charity. So far, she has raised and donated over $450,000 to charity in Jamaica. The principal proceeds going to Mustard Seed Community and Missionaries of the Poor. Melanie, good evening.
Good evening.
So, Miss Kanagaratnam, that voice.
Wow.
Why, thank you.
That's money in the bank.
Yeah. Where have you been training it?
Well, currently, I've actually been taken under by Mrs. Pauline Forrest Watson, the amazing Russian-trained, world-renowned opera singer. And, yeah.
And you want to be an opera singer?
No. Well, singing has always been, a very important aspect of my life. Music has always been instilled into me. But doctor is the career so far.
Medicine.
Yes.
Who are your idols in the area of music, singing? Who are those who inspire you?
Well, my teacher inspires me quite a lot, because, she's the way that she was brought out from, she came from the inner cities herself and, was able to really make it and was just a really good role model in general. But I'm also inspired by Celine Dion, who, yes.
I could tell. There was something about you that tells me. I gather you're from Canada.
Yes, I am. Well, originally, but I've been living here for 5 years. I think I can even apply for my citizenship now.
Where in Canada?
Yes.
Where in Canada?
From Toronto, originally.
Okay.
So your parents have moved to Jamaica with a family or what?
Yes. My dad got a job here, and, we were dragged along. But it's been a wonderful experience. Jamaica has really blessed me with so much, and,
The name Kanagaratnam, where is that from?
Well, it's actually Sri Lankan. My parents are both originated from Sri Lanka, but, they've been living in Canada for 25 years, but the name, it's my trademark here, especially.
So you're doing this for charity. Tell us about that effort of yours.
Well, I started off doing community service. I had to get community service hours for both church and school. And what started off as something I had to do soon became something I loved and wanted to. So I thought, when Jamaica celebrates, 50 years of independence, I thought it'd be fitting to, make this my contribution to a country that has given me and blessed me with so much. So, as I mentioned before, I was doing community service hours, and, I began working with these underprivileged children, and I realized how blessed we are today, and, we really do take these little things for granted. See, these kids didn't have, the luxuries that we do, and, but they were helping, loving, and united with one another, and that's what really inspires me to do what I do, to just, give back, because I met some of the most amazing people through working with these charities and, organizations. So, yeah.
How are you going about raising the funding for the charities?
Well, we've been selling my CDs, so I have, I go and I spend time with these kids, but, I perform. So I've been performing at Jamaica's various events, and, once that, when I go out, people always come up to me, approach me and ask me, do you sing? Are you performing again? Which I was shocked to hear, and they ask me about, my thing, and I tell them about my story, and, because in the end of the day, I really hope to inspire other teenagers and young adults like myself, and out of all of this, if I can just inspire at least 2 or 3 people, to just give back their time, that will, fulfill my dreams. So I just tell people about my story and, my quest to help, and they really, most people are very supportive of this. My friends and family have been, overwhelmingly encouraging, and, they've been amazing. So
Very
people
good
have
for a
been-
17-year-old to be so conscious about giving back to her community.
Absolutely.
Very good. And where can people get copies of the CD, Melanie?
Well, you can probably get them off of me. We actually have an email for the CD. It's called Melodies of Melanie at yahoo.com. And, if you can email us, we'll get back to you and we'll, figure out something to give them a CD.
Melodies of Melanie
Melodies of Melanie, yes.
at yahoo.com.
Yep.
Okay. All the best and keep it up.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna remember this name, Melanie
Kanagaratnam.
Yeah, once you can pronounce it, you'll remember it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go out with a piece, one more of Melodies of Melanie to Jamaica with Love. All the best, Melanie.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good evening. Bye.
Bye. Well.
What
We want to say thanks to
rare talent.
Yeah. Special. I'm particularly pleased when I hear that kind of talent, because I can't sing a note to save my life.
Yes. It's funny. I'm in the mood for this kind of interview and this kind of thing, because last night I was watching some videos. Kenny G's, Kenny G's biggest hit, Forever in Love. No, that one. And I was listening to it and I was saying, but my God, this can only have been done by a brilliant man. No reggae, you can't do it by book up. You can't do it now and again. If you have to just be somewhere else, in another space, to be able to produce something like that.
Right.
Wow.
Well, thanks, Madam Producer Rashona Fitzhenley, the members of the news team, led by our editor, the chairman, Linford Simpson, the hard-working news reporters, Rashawn, Antoinette, Adka. Am I forgetting anyone? No. That's it. We have a small but very good team here, we don't have the resources like some people,
Yeah. we don't have 10, 20 people
Right.
doing nothing. Eh?
Thanks to Andrew, our technical operator, and thanks to you for making it nationwide at 5. I'm Cliff Hughes.
And I'm impressed by this Melanie Kanagaratnam.
Let her go for the rest of the show.
Tonight will be